If your avoidant ex broke up with you but wants to stay friends, I know how confusing that is. Because it's like, one minute they're saying they can't be in a relationship with you. The next, they're texting you memes and asking how your day went. What is happening? Let me break down exactly why avoidants do this. And then I'll tell you why staying friends is probably the worst thing you could do for yourself. First reason, they don't want to feel like the bad guy. Breaking up with someone sucks. It's uncomfortable. It makes them feel cruel because they likely didn't have a real reason for ending things the way that they did. If you were kind and loving but just wanted more of their time, you may have pressured them or overwhelmed them. So they soften the blow by offering friendship. Think about it from their perspective. If they say, "I'm done, goodbye forever," they have to sit with the guilt of hurting you. But if they say, "I still care about you, let's stay friends," they get to tell themselves they're being kind. They're being mature. They're handling this in a healthy way. But here's the truth. It's not about you. It's about them managing their own discomfort with being the person who abruptly ended things with your heart still being attached. They're easing their own pain, not yours. Second reason, and this is a big one, they want to keep you available, just in case. Avoidants fear abandonment just as much as anxious people do. They just show it differently. When they break up with you, they're not thinking, "I never want to see this person again." They're thinking, "I need space right now, but I don't want to lose them completely." Here's the part that's going to mess with your head. Sometimes they break up with you and don't even mean it. I'm serious. These breakups can be completely impulsive. They're drowning in stress. Their nervous system is overloaded, and breaking up feels like the only way to get relief. It's not calculated. It's not a game. It's panic. They say, "I'm done," not because they actually want to leave, but because they can't handle the intensity in that moment. And by the time the panic passes and they realize what they did, you're already hurt. The trust is already broken. So they keep you on the hook. They stay friends so that if they change their mind in 6 months, or a year, or 5 years, you're still there. You're still accessible. You're their safety net. And here's the painful part. While you're sitting there hoping they'll come back, they're out there living their life, dating other people, exploring their options, all while keeping you emotionally tied to them through this so-called friendship. It's not fair, but it's what can happen. Third reason, they genuinely care about you. I know that sounds contradictory. How can they care about you and still leave? But avoidants are really good at compartmentalizing. They can have real feelings for you and still not want to be in a relationship. They can miss you and still need distance. They can get with a rebound coping fun buddy and have you on their mind. They can think about you and still choose not to come back. The care is real. The feelings are real. They're just not strong enough to override their need for autonomy and emotional safety. So when they say, "I still want you in my life," they mean it. They just don't want you in the way you want to be there. They want you on their terms. Low pressure, no expectations, no emotional intensity. And that's where the problem starts. Fourth reason, they genuinely believe staying friends will make the breakup easier for you. They don't understand how painful it is. Avoidants process emotions differently. They can turn feelings off like a light switch. They compartmentalize. They move on faster because they don't sit in their emotions the way anxious people do. So when they offer friendship, they think they're doing you a favor. They think staying connected will soften the blow. They don't realize that for you, it's torture. Every text from them gives you hope. Every conversation makes you think maybe they're changing their mind. Every time you see them, you're reminded of what you lost. But they don't see it that way, because for them, friendship actually works. They get to keep you close without the pressure. It's the perfect setup for them. Now let me tell you why staying friends with an avoidant ex is probably the worst thing you can do for yourself, especially if you're anxiously attached. Because here's what happens. You agree to be friends. You tell yourself you can handle it. You convince yourself that staying in their life is better than losing them completely. But then you're stuck watching them move on. You see them date other people. You hear about their new relationships. And eventually, you watch them give someone else everything they wouldn't give you. You see them commit to someone new. You see them post couple photos. You see them get engaged, get married, have kids, build the life you wanted with them, with someone else. And it destroys you because you stayed friends hoping they'd come back. But they didn't. They just moved on while keeping you around as their emotional support system. It's like watching someone replace you in real time. And you can't even be mad about it because you agreed to this. You said yes to staying friends. So what should you do if your avoidant ex wants to stay friends? Here's my advice. Say no, at least for now. Maybe not forever. But definitely not right now. You need space to heal. You need distance to detach. You need time to stop seeing them as a romantic possibility and start seeing them as just another person. And you can't do that if they're still texting you, still checking in, still keeping you emotionally invested. Tell them you need time. Tell them you can't be friends right now because you're still healing. Tell them maybe someday, when you've both moved on, you can revisit this, but not now. And then actually give yourself that space. Block them if you need to. Delete their number. Unfollow them on social media. Do whatever it takes to create distance. Because here's the truth. Real friendship with an ex is only possible when both people have fully moved on. When there's no lingering feelings, no hidden agendas, no hope of reconciliation. But if you're still in love with them, if you're still hoping they'll change their mind, then friendship isn't friendship. It's just prolonged heartbreak. Look, I know this hurts. I know you want to believe that staying friends means something, that it means they still care, that it means there's still a chance. But the hard truth is this. If they wanted to be with you, they would be. The fact that they're choosing friendship over partnership tells you everything you need to know. They care about you, but not enough. They want you in their life, but not the way you want to be there. And you deserve better than that. You deserve someone who doesn't need to downgrade you to friendship. You deserve someone who chooses you fully, not conditionally, not with limitations, fully. So give yourself permission to walk away. Give yourself permission to say no to their friendship offer. Give yourself permission to put your healing first. Because staying friends with someone you're still in love with isn't kindness. It's self-sabotage. And you deserve better than that. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments. And if you're going through this right now, I see you. It's going to hurt for a while. But you're going to be okay. I promise.